When I was out the hobo, I took a free train to be my friend. Oh yeah. Well, mama, she followed me that morning, me that morning, me that morning. Followed me down to the yard. Oh, yeah. When a hobo, a hobo, hobo a great long, wave 'em home. Oh yeah. Yeah, she said, my son, he's gone, he's gone, he's gone, he's gone. Lord, he's gone there, was somewhere. Oh, yeah. When a hobo, hobo a great long, wave 'em home. Oh yeah. Yes, I know.
Sundown's going to catch me in my sweet baby's arms. She likes to rock, she likes to roll, she likes to push, push, push to the stroll. Down, 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 down behind the bar. Sundown's gonna catch me in my sweet baby's arms. Way behind the
one that couldn't wait, they won't get you too far. In the middle of a good night, have you got a ride in the backseat of your car? Stand up, have you ever been there? Stand up, identify. Stand up, tell us all about it. Stand up and testify. Ever met a woman, a late night woman, party till your money was gone? Smiling Mona Lisa, loaded up your visa, took the bartender home. Stand up, have you ever been there? Stand up, identify. Stand up, tell us all about it. Stand up and testify. Just for me, man, I know just what to do. Thought I was a hero, she rated me a 0. Honey, you ain't through. Now stand up, have you ever been there? Stand up, identify. Stand up, tell us all about it. Stand up and
If I fall short, if I don't make the grade, if your expectations aren't met in me today, there's always tomorrow or tomorrow night hanging there, baby. Sooner or later, I know I'll get it right. Please don't give up on me. Oh, please don't give up on me. I know it's late in the game, but my feelings, my true feelings haven't changed. Here in my heart, I know I was wrong. I'd like to make amends for the love that I never shown. Just don't give up on me. Every word is true. I'll give you my everything, all of my love, all of my love, all of my love to you. Just don't give up on me. Oh, please, don't give up on me. promise? Will you promise me? Will you promise me? Please don't give up on me. We can make it if we try. I'm gonna hold on with me. And don't give up on me. Hey. On me. Whatever you do, we gon' make it. We'll make it through. Don't you give up on me, please.
Hi, everybody. How are you? I'm Mark. Welcome to myfathersplace.com, the live page. It's Tuesday night, and we're back with another great performance. We're still doing these live streams, guys. It's just the way to go because we're not able to get back into the nightclub and put on shows with an audience. So until we're able to do that, we're going to keep doing them on Tuesdays and Thursdays for sure, and occasional Friday and Saturday. So you're going to want to check out our upcoming web streams at myfathersplace.com. Tonight, we have a really, really tremendous Long Island performer. In fact, Gene Casey is one of my favorite guys that play at My Father's Place. He's performed a number of times for us. He's either opened as a solo act or with his group, the Loan Sharks. He doesn't know this, but a year ago, on a Monday, I was with my wife and daughter walking through Montauk on a late afternoon, and standing in the middle of town under the gazebo was Gene performing. And I looked over my shoulder, I noticed him. He's hard not to notice, everybody. He's very tall. He always has a cowboy hat on. But, you know, his voice and guitar playing are amazing. And I said, oh, I know that guy. And my daughter looks at me and says, Dad, how do you know him? And I said, well, through My Father's Place. He's performed with us, and he's incredible. I love him. So I'm really glad to introduce Gene Casey to everybody. And I wanted to say one thing about Gene before I tell you all these other anecdotes. I think in any era, Gene Casey would have been a standout performer. His songs are timeless, as you're going to hear tonight. He is an incredible guitar player. He could easily be a sideman, you know, like a studio musician guy that played on a gazillion hit singles that you never knew who the performers were. He is that person. And I am so pleased to present this evening on myfathersplace.com, Gene Casey.
Thank you. I like that. You hear that beat? That's the Jimmy Reed beat. Everybody has done this thing. We're going up, we're going down, we're going up, down, down, up, any way you want to let it roll. Hey, hey, hey. You got me doing what you want me, pretty baby, what you want me to do. You got me rocking, you got me rolling, you got me rocking and rolling, hey, the way that you want me, baby. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. You got me doing what you want me, baby, what you want me to do. Yeah. hand. You got me doing what you want me, baby, what you want me to do. I said, that's the Jimmy Reed thing. I heard Etta James do this. I heard Elvis Presley do this. God bless Jimmy Reed. Oh, baby, what you want me to do? Hello, folks. It's so nice to be here. So nice to be selected by my good pals over there at my father's place to do this show for you. And I don't have to say how much I and all my musician friends, we miss performing for you live in the house, and especially at my father's place. I have a long history with my father's place, the current one and the one on Bryant Avenue. I'll tell you a little bit about that throughout the evening, but I just want to get warmed up, and I wanted to thank Mark and his daughter for stopping by that night in Montauk. And hello to my friends out in Montauk. Boy, I miss you. So I'm going to go from a Jimmy Reed song to another song that I did not write. It was a big hit for one of my favorite country artists of the 1950s and 60s, was Don Gibson. And also Johnny Cash did this song, The Sea of Heartbreak. Well, the lights in the harbor, they don't shine for me. I'm like a lost ship, I'm stuck here on the sea. The sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. How I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, sea of heartbreak. How did I lose you? Oh, oh, oh. Oh, where did I fail? Why did you leave me? Always to sail the sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. How I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, sea of heartbreak. Oh, what I'd give to sail back to shore, back to your arms once more. Come to my rescue, come on back to me. Keep me away from the sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. How I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, sea of heartbreak. Yeah, sea of heartbreak. Sea of heartbreak. I think I'm warmed up, as warm as I'm going to get. And I've done a whole bunch of these virtual concerts. And it's a blessing to be asked and a pleasure to do them, and I'm learning how to do it. I miss seeing folks right here. I'm just looking at a bunch of shelves and a window, and oh, there's someone looking through that window. No, I'm only kidding. We're okay. And I'd like to do a song that I did write, and I'll tell you a quick little story. I wrote this down in Nashville, Tennessee. I went down there a couple years ago on a songwriting jag, and I co-wrote a whole bunch of songs with some great writers down there, and I'd love to go back there and do some more. But right before I went down there, one of my heroes, Tony Joe White, Tony Joe White passed away, and I was a little sad, and so he was on my mind when I was down in Nashville, and he lived down in Nashville, and I met some people that knew him, and it was we wrote a song, me and Zach Autry. It's called "I'm the Man on the Side." I don't need to be your number one. You know me, baby, I'm here for fun. I'm the one that you run to when your man is out with the tide. You know my number, give me a call. You'll hear my heels clicking in the hall. That's all. I am your man on the side. I'm the man on the side, the one that you hide, the one nobody knows you know. I'm your backdoor man, yes I understand. I'm gonna take you to the places that you wanna go. No expectations, no foolish pride. Whenever you are ready to take that ride, I don't mind. I'll be your man on the side. Yeah. Darkened street, nobody knows your name. Or you can come to my shack, park out in the back. No one will even know that you came. Now, your secret, honey, is safe with me whenever you're in need of company. Yes, indeed, I'll be your man on the side. I'm the man on the side who satisfies the itch nobody else can scratch. Ain't no diamond rings, no fancy things, just a little fling, no strings attached. Ask me no questions, tell me no lies. I'll even help you with your alibi. Honey, I don't mind. I am your man on the side. Hey, I don't mind, child. I'll be your man on the side. Thank you. The Man on the Side. I'm still working that song into the repertoire of the Lone Sharks, and we got together last week. We did the four of us set up in a barn in Jamesport, and we did a set that's going to be shown over the weekend somewhere. I'll try to get you the details, but it was really nice to see Chris and Paul and Pete. And we did a nice set of rock and roll music. I had forgotten how to play rock and roll, I tell you. But I want to talk about my father's place. As Mark so kindly put it, I've done a whole bunch of gigs there since they reopened up at the Roslyn Hotel. And we opened up for twice. We opened up for NRBQ, which was a full circle for me, because back in the day, We used to go see NRBQ at my father's place it seemed like every couple of months, but maybe every 3 months they would come into town, and a whole gang of us would go and see NRBQ playing, and that changed my life. That changed my musical life. It really did. And I had been going there since I was a little boy. See, as Mark also said, I was able to pass for 18 when I was 14. I don't want to tell Epi this, he might get into trouble, but when I was 14, I snuck into my father's place with my big sister, and we saw the Raspberries. Believe that was my first time at my father's place. Raspberries. I won't sing all the way for you right now, but you know, Raspberries, a great power pop band, and they didn't even proof me. Back then, 18 was the drinking age. Anyway, that started me on a long road of debauchery. And here I am all these years later, coming to you via myfathersplace.com. Thank you. And thanks for tuning in wherever you are, into your homes, on your computer and on your phone, on Facebook, and on myfathersplace.com. And I just want to say hello to some friends. My assistant is trying to give me some signals, mostly to shut up and sing. But Eric Fieldstadt and Kathy, Mark, and Heidem and Susan, hello. Mike Sapienza, happy birthday, Mike. And Barbara Botwinick and Jennifer Howard down in Madison, she's outside Nashville. I'm getting all confused. I'll get to that in a second. And all of you, thank you for tuning in. I'm just going to play some songs. Here's one, and I promised I would do this one. For my friends who come to see me play, Gallatin, Tennessee. That's where Jennifer is. I should know, I was there. A lot of my friends just, they come see the Loan Sharks and they call out for Johnny Cash tunes all night long. Fortunately, we know a bunch, but this is probably my favorite that he wrote. And I just like to do it because it's cool. Big River. Now I taught the weeping willow how to cry, and I show the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. And the tears I cry for that woman are gonna flood you, Big River. I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Well, I met her accidentally in St. Paul, Minnesota. She tore me up every time I heard her drawl, southern drawl. I heard my dream went back downstream, cavorting Davenport, and I followed you, Big River, when you called. All right. And you took me to St. Louis later on down the river. A freighter said she's been here, but she's gone, boy, she's gone. I followed a trail to Memphis. She just walked up the bluff, raised a few eyebrows, went on down alone. Why don't you pat her down the Baton Rouge River Queen? Roll on, take that girl all the way to New Orleans, New Orleans. Go on, I've had enough. Dump my blues down in a gulf. She loves you, Big River, more than me. And I show the clouds that cover up a clear blue sky. And the tears I cry for that woman are gonna flood you, Big River. I'm gonna sit right here until I die. I'm gonna gonna sit right here until I die. I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Johnny Cash. Hello, Melanie Mott and Adam and Stephanie Marie. Nice to meet your acquaintance. A lot of folks are just names and faces on Facebook, and a lot of people are people I just see in the crowd. And then it's nice to connect the two. And again, it's nicer to do it in person. But this is fantastic. Thank you, guys. I want to thank Pete and Don and, of course, Mark and Terry over there at My Father's Place for getting the show going. It takes a lot of work to try to do it the right way. And Epi, wherever you are, thank you so much. I just want to talk about another time I was at My Father's Place. I told you when I snuck in when I was 14. Many years later, and I'm going to try to tell the short version of the story, having just done a Johnny Cash tune. In January of 1981, and I wasn't 14 then, but at My Father's Place, Carlene Carter was appearing. And Carlene Carter is the daughter, of course, of June Carter and Carl Smith, the great country singer, and the stepdaughter of Johnny Cash. And I was a big fan. She had some records out with Rockpile, Dave Edmunds and Nick Lowe backing her up. I just loved her music, and I still do. And, well, I'll tell the short version. Of course, in December 1980, folks, we lost John Lennon in a horrible, horrible, tragic way. And for many, many weeks, I did not want to go out, much less see music and rejoin the world of entertainment. I was pretty devastated, as millions of us were, really. But I had the tickets. I had already bought tickets to see Carlene Carter in January at My Father's Place. And so the date came out, I was like, well, okay, I guess we'll go, whatever. And I'm so glad that we did, because she put on a great show and solidified fandom for years and years. And in the audience that night, I went to get a beer at the bar, which was in back, and I practically tripped over June Carter, who was there to see her daughter play. And that was a great thrill. And she had the great smile. And I said, excuse me. And she said, no problem. I've told that story many times. I don't know if I've ever gotten it over how important that was to go see music at that time. And it kind of relates to today. We're living in a very difficult time. You know that. 2020 has been a hell of a year. And I just hope that music can somewhat bring us together, keep us together, and remind us of how much we have in common. The first song I did tonight was by Jimmy Reed, the great blues man. But I first heard it by Elvis Presley. And I think that's a great thing. Knocking down walls and barriers and keeping us together. That's as profound as I'm ever going to try to be. Thank you, My Father's Place, for giving me this opportunity. I'm going to do a couple more before I bring Mark back to save me. Here's a song I wrote in the style of Johnny Cash. And then I like to see, I wrote this with the Tennessee 2 or Tennessee 3 in mind. I've not forgiven you, I must say. I remember yesterday how you laughed and how I cried. I've not forgiven you, I don't try. I just can't let it go. I hold the grudge. I am the jury, I'm the judge. I find you guilty of the crime. I've not forgiven you all this time. I'm filled with anger, filled with pain. You are here inside my brain. If I forgive you, you'd be gone. So I keep holding on. I've not forgiven you in my mind. Although you left me far behind. I am frozen, standing still. I've not forgiven you, I never will. I'm filled with anger, I filled with pain. You are here inside my brain. If I forgive you, you be gone. So I keep holding on. I've not forgiven you. Even now, you are with me. Somehow I am frozen, standing still. I've not forgiven you, I never will. I am frozen, standing still. I've not forgiven you, I never will. Yeah. Thank you, folks. I'm going to do one more song before I bring Mark back on. He has a couple things he wants to say, and we do thank you for tuning in. Hey, Micah, I don't have the screen in front of me, but I have an assistant, an intern, who's handing me these names. I love that you're watching. Micah Howard, Roy Wilson, who just did this show a few days ago. And Roy's been doing it every night, and Wednesday night I think he's been doing, and really cheering us up. Thank you, Roy. And Claire and Damien Wolf, I've never heard of them. That's my sister and my brother-in-law, Claire and Damien. And Amy Freshour Kelly, who wrote an article on me back in 1948 for Good Times. And, of course, Ellen. All right, Ellen DiGuardo. Thank you. I'm just reading it off the list here. And I feel like we should have Ed McMahon reading the numbers. We're doing well. I'm going to do a song before I bring back Mark to talk about things going on at my father's place. And I want to send this song out to two gals that I love and who come to see the band so many times. Barbara, thank you. And June Smith. It's June Smith's birthday, I've been told, and she's a beautiful lady, and I know she likes Billy Eckstein. I'm not going to go near there. I can't do that. But I'm going to do a song that I wrote about Elvis Presley. Barbara's a huge Elvis fan, as is Jennifer down in Gallatin, and I bet you are. I bet you're an Elvis fan. Ho! I think about Elvis every day. Yeah, I know that's a funny thing to say. In my own peculiar way, I think about Elvis every day. Well, I'll just be biding my time. Something about Elvis comes to mind. Something that I read that he said pops in my head. Something about Elvis comes to mind. Well, it's not like I'm obsessed, but maybe just a little. You may not be impressed, I don't really care. Talk about the king if you want to, yeah. If you want to, buddy, I'll be there. I think about Elvis every day, and I never even got to hear him play. Sometimes I wonder what he'd say about me thinking about Elvis every day. not trying to say a man was any kind of perfect. No one ever was, ever is, will ever be. But can you imagine? No, you cannot imagine. I can't imagine. No, no, not me. I think about Elvis every day, even when I'm growing old and gray. Some things will never fade away, and I think about Elvis every day. Some things will never fade away, and I think about Elvis every day. You know I do. I'm thinking about Elvis right now. And Priscilla. And Ginger. Thank you. Hey, Mark, how are you, buddy? You still there?
Yes, sir, Gene. I am absolutely here. And, man, it's so awesome to be here with you. And I feel like I'm getting a personal performance because you keep mentioning my name so much. But
Well, they told me to say your name all the time.
I'll hang around because I kind of like it. But tonight is your performance, Gene. And we've got a lot of people watching on Facebook, many folks that you've already mentioned. But
A legend?
it's yeah, you're having quite a mentioned. You mentioned that there were many watching. I personally wanted to ask you about your new recording that everyone can get, Free Country, Essential Recordings. Tell us a little bit about what's on that collection.
Well, that is a new release. It's a compilation of, dare I say, the best of, the greatest hits of a lot of earlier CDs that have gone out of print. And it kind of sums up like 20 years of recording on one disc. And it has a few new things on it, too, just to kind of pull you in. But yeah, that's I'm pretty proud of it. We did a good job with compiling. We couldn't get everything on there, but I think it represents a nice range of music that we've recorded.
Excellent. So this is a good way for somebody that wanted to have an introduction to Gene Casey and get a general summary of your own material right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Free Country, Essential Recordings. So
Thank you.
Great. You're welcome. Thank you, Gene. And we're really here to see the music tonight, so I don't want to bore everyone with a discussion and a question and answer thing. So how's about we get back to it, please? Thanks for being with us. Oh, last thing I wanted to say. Actually,
Sure.
there is something very important. Everybody, if you're watching it on myfathersplace.com, there is a tip jar there, and the proceeds go to Gene because we really do appreciate his efforts, and these are some difficult times for our friends in the performing arts. So My Father's Place is very aware of that, and we want to do everything we can to help support our friends that need it most. So please consider going to the page, myfathersplace.com, the live section, where there's a tab to donate to Gene, and also there's a tab there that connects to his merchandise, and that's where you can find Free Country, Essential Recordings, and lots of other stuff by Gene. So there's the website, genecasey.com, and without any further delay, that's my promotion and all of it. So Gene, awesome. I'll see you in a bit. Thanks.
Okay,
man.
Mark, thank you. And thanks again to the whole staff there at My Father's Place. And thank you, folks, for tuning in. I'd like to do a song right now with a very long title. How Do I Know You're Not Lying to Me Now? I have lived and I have learned. Far as I'm concerned, I'm all the wiser now. Going through the changes and the phases and the stages with you. The many times I've been burned, still you return to take another bow. How do I know that you're not just lying to me now? How do I know you're not playing that same song again? Such a pretty tune, have I forgotten too soon how it ends? You say you have changed and you will arrange to make it up somehow. How do I know that you're not just lying to me now? For the time here on earth, is it really worth all the fuss and fight? Hearts that are broken and the words that are spoken in the angry night. You beg and you plead, you say this won't lead to another row. How do I know that you're not just lying to me now? How do I know that this time you will really be true? I've heard it before, and if I hear it once more, don't know what I'll do. And you say that you care, and you would not dare break another vow. How do I know that you're not just lying to me now? How do I know that you're not just lying to me now? Thank you. I say thank you because I know you're all applauding and dancing and going crazy. All I can say is thank you. Yeah, I wrote that song, and Robert Kohut, I don't know how to pronounce your name, Robert, but a great mandolin player. He recognized that song as a kind of a Willie Nelson tribute. It's also kind of a John Hartford, Gentle in My Mind thing. But I threw in a couple fancy chords just to make it mine. I do that just to kind of put my stamp on it. This next song is the title of the previous release that we put out, Guitar in the Rain. And I kind of wrote it with the Buddy Holly, Bo Diddley beat. And it's hard to do this song without Chris Ripley or Mark Paul or Mike Sapienza on the drums, or all three of them with Stan Mitchell on percussion. It's hard to do this song without 6 drummers, but I'm going to try to do it now. Hey! Hey, I came home, you was gone. What the hell is going on? My poor heart filled with pain. See my guitar in the rain. I rang the bell, tried the key. I thought this place belonged to me. 5 long years right down the drain. See my guitar in the rain. Yeah. But the wood is good and the body is fair, despite all the rain and the wear and tear. Oh, what a sad, sad sight sitting there tonight. I hit the road, what could I do? Worn and torn and sad and blue. I hitched a ride, jumped a train. I laid my guitar in the rain. Sure did. Hey! But the wood is good and the strings still ring, despite all the rust and the dust and the dings. Oh, what a sad, sad song it sings tonight. Now if you wonder where I'm at, well, you don't have to worry about that. Listen hard for the strings of a lonely guitar in the rain. Listen hard for the strings of a lonely guitar in the rain. Ha! Woo! Yeah. Not this guitar. This guitar has been through a lot. Thank you. Hey, I want to thank some more people who have popped up, and I can't get to everyone, but I will. I'll come to your house and shake your hand. No, I won't. I won't even elbow you. I'll just bow. Thank you. Brian Gallo, who is a great singer-songwriter. Folks, if you don't know Brian, he's a funny guy. He's an original singer-songwriter, plays everywhere. Good guy. Vicky and Howard, without whom they gave me my break in this business. They're good friends. Thank you, Vicky and Howard. Chip Sullivan. Thank you, Chip. And Tom Hopkins. Man, that guy can slap the bass, and he can sing great. I wish he would stop because he's a great singer. It's getting on my nerves. Thank you, Tom. Eileen, thank you. Mark Gamsjager. Now, Mark Gamsjager of the Luster Kings, he just won a great award, I think, in Memphis or Nashville, where they had the Americana Awards, Best Rockabilly Artist in America. And he's a great friend of mine. And he's been doing these shows, too, on his Facebook. Great rockabilly guy and a good these are great people, man. They're just good people. And Carol Leo Grande. Carol. Thank you, Carol. And we're gonna keep moving. I think the talk is clicking. And we're just gonna keep playing some songs. And I had a list, but you know, if you've ever seen the Loan Sharks, there's no list. It's just whatever pops into my mind. But I'm trying to stick to oh, here's the song. Yeah, I want to do some songs, folks, that I haven't done to death, including like 4 or 5 straight shows I did in April, March, or May. So I'm gonna tune up here. Doesn't matter. It sounds the same. I'm going to quickly give an introduction to this song. It's called These Blues. I've never played this song, hardly ever. And it was my attempt to write a song that could have been written by Hank Williams. That sounds very highfalutin. Let me rephrase that. I wanted to write a song like Hank Williams. And I got as close as I could get, but I got too clever. You'll hear it. These Blues. These blues ain't going nowhere fast. These blues, they were sure built to last. Hang around and say, buddy, we're here to stay. And all your sunny days are a thing of the past. These blues don't seem too anxious to leave. They'd rather sit around and watch you grieve. and make you wish today could be your last. These blues ain't going nowhere fast. There's nothing you can do. It's not for you to choose. You better let these blues wash all over you. Get ready for a long, hard climb. These blues, they've got plenty of time. And yes, it's true, this too will surely pass. These blues ain't going nowhere fast. Where there's nothing you can do. It's not for you to choose. You better let these blues kind of wash all over you. Get ready for a long, hard climb. These blues, they've got plenty of time. And yes, it's true, this too will surely pass. Blues ain't going nowhere fast. Now, Hank Williams wrote very, very simple songs, but they got right to your heart. And that was a simple song, but I don't know where it went. But we try. Thank you. And I'm going to do a song now. I rarely do this next one. And again, I'm so happy for this opportunity to do some songs. And you know, people like myself, artists like myself, you know, we've been putting out CDs. We print 1,000 copies. Sometimes we get very ambitious. We print 2,000 copies. And we're lucky to sell a few hundred. But occasionally, with loyal fan support, we sell a few thousand copies. And, you know, that's 1,000 copies. It's 1,000 families that are hearing this music. Now, really aren't not that many CDs being made, I suppose. But this last one we released is a CD, but it's also on Spotify and streaming here and there, iTunes. I can't keep up with technology. I've officially said, I'll meet you on the other side. But the point was, I don't always perform these songs, so I'm very happy to do this tonight. And this is a rock and roll song. I wrote this one about 15 years ago, and I recorded it with the Lone Sharks. And special guest singer was a good friend of ours, Nancy Atlas. And I want to say hello to Joan and Chris Ripley, by the way. And there's someone else watching very special, Monica Passon, who's talk about singers. She has been, I don't think she likes being called the queen of New York country music, but she really has been there for a while and has kept going and has been one of the most generous artists in bringing people together on her special nights at the Treehouse. Tom Clark, hope you're feeling well. And I think Monica might be out there watching. She sung on one of our records too. But here's a song that Nancy sang with me. It wasn't on me. Please don't dance. Hey, please don't dance, baby, when I'm talking to you. Yeah. Please don't dance, baby, until I'm through. I need your attention in the very worst way, but you don't seem to listen to a word I say. Please don't dance, baby, I'm talking to you. You. Well, please don't kiss him when I'm holding your hand. Yeah. Please don't kiss him, try to understand. Now you might say up unseasonably high. It won't take much till I blow my stack. And honey, when I do, there ain't no taking it back. Please don't dance, baby, when I'm talking to you. Please don't dance, baby, the least you can do. A girl's gotta dance, well, I'll grant you that. But it's high time, honey, that we had a chat. Please don't dance, baby, I'm talking to you. I said, you. I know I said I wasn't the possessive kind. I was lying. I told you that I wasn't an emotional kind. Now I'm crying. I said I'd be around for a long, long time. Now I'm dying. Yeah, please don't dance, baby, I'm talking to you. Woo! Please don't dance, baby, am I getting through? I need your attention in the very way, but you don't seem to listen to one word I say. Please don't dance, baby, I'm talking to you. You, yeah, talking to you. Hey, I'm talking to you. You talking to me? Yeah. Don't you dare dance. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Nancy. And thank you, folks, for tuning in. And there's a whole bunch of you out there, and I don't know if I've gotten all the names. I'm trying to keep up with it, but I'm tickled pink that you're out there and supporting live music, albeit in a virtual form. And, you know, things are starting to open up. I hope not too quickly, but there are some dates this summer where Chris Ripley and Paul Scher and I and Pete and Tom and Mick Hargraves and Mark and Andy Burton, the whole big Lone Shark family at some point will be playing again. And please check out GeneCasey.com. I try to keep up to date and on Facebook with what's going on in my world. And, you know, just to keep it going. Here's a song, folks. I'm going to do a brand new song. And usually when you write a new song, you should live with it for a while. But I haven't done that. It's new. It's a short song. I hope you like it. It's called Why'd You Marry Him? Why'd you marry him? He's no good for you. Why'd you take his ring? Why'd you say I do? It ain't as if he took a gun and held it to your head. Why'd you marry him and not marry me instead? I guess he has his charm, if you like that kind. Did he twist your arm? Did he blow your mind? Maybe he's got something no one else can see. It made you marry him when you could have married me. Now I've got a clump of rice in my clammy hand. Someone says they sure look nice. They don't understand. I asked you to be my bride a dozen times at least. Now I have to step aside, forever hold my peace. Why'd you marry him? You know it won't end well. I'll give it about half a year before it goes to hell. And when the past is looking good, future looking dim, you'll come back to me one night. Why did you marry him? Now I've got a clump of rice in my clammy hand. Someone says they sure look nice, they don't understand. I asked you to be my bride a dozen times at least. Now I have to step aside, forever hold my peace. Oh, why'd you marry him? You know it won't end well. I'll give it about half a year before it all goes to hell. And when the past is looking bright and future looking dim, you'll come back to me one night. Why'd you marry him? A new song. I gotta iron out the kinks. The kinks. I should do kink songs. Right now, I need a glass of water. Thank you. I know it's a school night, so I thank you for staying up. It's not a school. If you go into summer school, taking driver's ed, it's a school night. Here's one that the more my guitar goes out of tune, the better it sounds. Not far enough. I love what I do. Oh, when I do it to you, it's a measure of pride. I'm gonna keep you happy and satisfied. I know what I am. I'm a hard-working man. I'm working on you. Hey, I love what I do. Well, I'm an old hand, honey, at this loving game. I've been around a while and I learned some things. The tricks of the trade to set your heart on fire. I put a lot of care into what I do. Whole lot of attention, details too. And I love what I do when I do it with you. It's a measure of pride. I'm gonna keep you happy and satisfied. I know what I am. I'm a hard-working man. I'm working on you. I love what I do. Woo-hoo. Daddy told me, son, you'll be a happy man if you do what you like best you can. Well, it took a little time to find where my talents lay. Come on over, honey, let me get to work. Gotta loosen up my tie or roll up my shirt. I got a job to do. Can't wait another day, can't wait another day. And I love what I do. Girl, when I do it to you, I give it all I got. Yeah, and I've been told it's quite a lie. I love my career. Yeah, heaven year, the whole night through. Hey girl, I love what I do. And when I'm working on you, I love what I do. love what I do. I'm so happy to be able to play music for you. And I want to thank the folks at my father's place, Pete and Don and Epi and Terry and Mark. Mark, you still there?
Yes, I am, Gene.
I didn't give you the cue, but there you are.
We love what you do, for sure. That was awesome. And really glad you could be with us tonight. It's a real privilege to have you playing. Sounded excellent. The new songs, very good. Very good. I think it's going to, they're going to record well and be part of your repertoire. But I want to remind everybody that Gene's latest is called Free Country, Essential Recordings. They can be found at all of the usual sources, but also at Gene's site, genecasey.com. And I'm wondering, Gene, could you possibly play us a couple more, please?
Boy, you're pushy. Of course. I'd love to play a couple more. Thank you, Mark.
All right,
and thank
we'll
you,
take it
folks.
away
I hope
then.
they stick around to hear them.
Thank you.
All right, here I go. A quick little story before I do this one. I got lucky with this one. About 10 years ago, this song was used in an episode of Sons of Anarchy, the TV show. And that was really nice. And just a quick little scene. And we used to do the song out in Montauk for my friend Captain Sean Scanlon. It's called Mañana Mañana. I tell you, what a dumbhead I am. When I wrote this song, I did not know that there had been a big hit in the early 1950s for Miss Peggy Lee called Mañana with the same hook. Mañana is soon enough for me. I didn't know that I usually know these things, but I didn't know. Now I know. It's too late. I wrote the song, and Miss Peggy Lee's not with us anymore, so she has nothing to say about it. But anyway, it's a good little tune. It got picked up, and I'll do a little acoustic solo version of Mañana Mañana. Going out to my friend Chris Ripley, our drummer, who really added his stamp, his trademark on this recording. But you'll have to buy the record to find out. Mañana, mañana, mañana. Later. My good friend is back again. Settle our affair. To pay him back with what I lack, something I just don't dare. So I say I cannot pay. You will get your share. Sit tight, Jack, I'll pay you back, I'll pay you back. Mañana, mañana, soon enough for me. Mañana, mañana, for it will always be. Till it comes, I'll drink my rum, sail the open sea. Mañana, mañana, that's soon enough for me. Oh! Pretty lady that I know is knocking on my door. She cannot wait to set a date and bring me into shore. A diamond ring and everything the future holds in store. Now don't you fret, just come to bed, we will be wed. Mañana, mañana, soon enough for me. Mañana, mañana, for it will always be. Till it comes, I drink my rum and sail the open sea. Mañana, mañana, it's soon enough for me. All right. Let the chips fall within me, that's my philosophy. Sweep them up another day, whenever that may be. Put off what you cannot do today, and you will see. Anything worth doing, well, is worth doing. Mañana, mañana, soon enough for me. Mañana, mañana, for it will always be. till it comes out, drink my rum, sail the open sea. Manana, manana is soon enough for me. Manana, manana, manana is soon enough for me. Yeah. Ah, thank you. Thank you, folks. And I'm going to leave you with just another rock and roll song. I'm trying to do it with just a guitar. Not easy. Guys like John Lee Hooker and Lighton Hopkins could do it by themselves. Just me and my guitar, made in Japan. I'm going to do another song, and this is for especially for our friends who come to see us for the past 13 years, who came to see us, and who still do, at Giacomo Jack's in Amityville. We wrote this song for you. And we hope to be back there. I'm not sure when things really open up and things are safe. We'll be rocking and rolling, and we'll be there. And I hope to be back at my father's place someday. I tell you, I saw so many great musicians: Muddy Waters, Johnny Winter, B.B. King, Raspberries, Carlin Carter, NRBQ, the Ramones. I saw them all there at my father's place, and then I got to play there. Opened up for Robert Gordon and NRBQ. So I'm a happy guy. Anyway, thank you for tuning in and for rocking on a Tuesday night. And I'll see you soon. I call my little darling on the phone. Dear old daddy said she's not home. Well, I asked him, sir, could you tell me where she's at? He said, son, that girl of mine's a alley cat. So I head to every honky tonk in town, trying to track my little darling down. I found her at a place they call Giacomo Jack. She was dancing on the tables out in bed. Don't bother me, Daddy, I'm rockin'. Well, it's a Saturday night and I ain't got time to lose. Don't bother me, Daddy, I'm rockin'. And I ain't got time to hear you sing blues. Ho! So I sat that woman down and I said, now listen, darling. It is time that you and we got engaged. Just when I was about to pop the question, a little rockin' rollin' band hit the stage. The Lone Shark. Don't bother me, Daddy, I'm a rockin', I'm a rockin', I'm a rockin'. It's a Saturday night and I ain't got time to lose. Don't bother me, Daddy, I'm a rockin'. Time to hear you sing the blues. I ain't got time for that, man. Well, later on, there came a fateful morning when I was to take my little darling for my bride. So I hurried on down to the chapel, waiting for my darling to arrive. Well, I don't know what to say about my little sweet little loving darling. The way she stood me up, I'll never understand. Someone saw her later on that very evening. She was back at Jack's, swinging to the band. Hey, don't bother me. Hey, Daddy, I'm rockin'. Oh, it's a Saturday night and I ain't got time to lose. Don't bother me, Daddy, Thank you. God bless. And I ain't got time to sing the blues. Thank you.
Thank you, Gene Casey. Thank you so much for
My
sharing
pleasure.
your home with us tonight. Your interns, all of that. You were terrific, and I always enjoy watching you perform, Gene. As do the rest of the audience tonight. We had lots of comments on Facebook over, I don't know, many people watching and so forth. We'll get all the data in a little while, but I want to remind everybody that if they go to myfathersplace.com, on the live page there is a tip jar, and you can support this great performer. And also he has got his merch there, where you can purchase his latest, called Free Country, Essential Recordings, and his other recordings, Guitar in the Rain, other stuff that he's done, as well as with the Loan Sharks.
That's right.
So it's a strange summer indeed that we're not seeing Gene Casey out and about. So in lieu of that, thank you for being with us, Gene, and very soon we will be getting together again, I'm certain. So
You got it, brother. Thank you, Mark.
okay, you're welcome. All right, take it easy. Thanks to Heather too. All right, everybody. So it's Tuesday night, and we have just completed our 22nd live stream. April 11th was the first day with Leslie Mendelson. Today is the 30th of June, and it has been one long, strange trip. And the journey will take us up to Connecticut, Reading, Connecticut, to the Maple Hill Farm this Thursday for the Matt Helm Experience. It's going to be cool, believe me. You're going to want to tune in here at 9 p.m. We have a great show. Matt Helm Experience play the best of the Grateful Dead and other rock and roll songs that we all love to get down. That's how we're going to kick off July 4th weekend. But we're going to do it by taking a break, decompressing a little bit, and spending time with our families. We'll be back on the 7th, next Tuesday, with Gary Reed. He's a tremendous guitar player. He hails from New Jersey. You're going to want to see Gary. Les Stoller and Joe Rufano are here on the 9th of July. Amanda Ann Platt, fabulous Americana singer, is here on Friday the 10th. Frank Carrillo, Saturday the 11th. Captains of Destiny, Tuesday the 13th, or that's a Monday, pardon me, Monday the 13th. Toby Tobias on the 14th, the Toby Tobias Ensemble. Blues guitarist Mark Teleska on the 16th. Nancy Sirianni will be performing with her band on the 17th. Eric Shankman Trio, live from Toronto. That's going to be a real blues rocker. You're not going to want to miss that on the 23rd. Ken McGorry and the Mead Brothers on the 24th. Ray Lambiase comes on back, our very good friend Ray, on the 25th. Pete Mancini on the 28th. And we wrap up July the 31st with the DSK Experience. So tonight I want to thank the one and only Peter Hedeman. He's our director. He controls the broadcast, and we thank him oh so much. The Gabus brothers, Don and Terry, for all of their wisdom and all of their patience. Ray Lambiase for his help doing all of the graphics and overlays. Yelena, our web designer, and you guys for tuning in and supporting My Father's Place. I know it's rough, but we're going to get through this, and we're all going to get together before you know it back at the club. So in the meantime, check us out at the website. It's myfathersplace.com, and I'll be back with you on Thursday night, live from Maple Hill Farm in Reading, Connecticut. Good night.